Extension service is an educational program.
I love agriculture and I love educating people.
I think the key of everything is that the advice that is available through the Extension, now called Extension Educators, is that it's based on research.
Well, I think learning in real world everyday experiences is the best kind.
And I fully believe that education is the lifeblood of a community.
Extension is many things to the community. It is education, opportunities. My earliest recollection goes back to 4-H.
Well, Extension is through land-grant colleges, and that's our tax dollars goes for that.
Yeah, Extension actually, even before there's Extension, there are little things called community institutes where folks would go around, because the experiment stations, that's what we used to call them on Worcester, it's now Ohio Ag and Research and Development Center, was coming up with scientific information as early as 1880s and 1890s. And the community institutes are just local meetings usually held in the winter where some of these scientists would come and talk and then realize this is something we need to have year-round. And that's when the Smith-Lever Act came along in 1914, whose 100th anniversary we're celebrating. But that's have people full-time that work in every county.
It's about making sure that people are equipped with the right kind of research-based education to succeed in the areas that they are pursuing at home.
It goes beyond that. They also offer opportunities. 4-H is a big part of Extension.
And that touches a lot of lives, even the kids in 4-H. They're not off from a farm, they're not learning just agricultural skills. They learn life management skills, they learn team building skills, communication.
They see and learn not just what's in their project, but they understand and appreciate what the adults are doing for them.
When kids are not involved in school activities such as sports or band or choir, and they get more involved in 4-H, they can still gain some of the leadership skills that they would have in those activities. It's just in a different format.
OSU Extension has always been a big part of our family's lives. It was important. My father passed away when I was relatively young, and my mother actually selected a property based on the opportunity for me to continue with my 4-H projects. So that's how important it has been in our family for years. So it's real happy for me that both of our children went away to college. Both were in 4-H, went away to college, came back, and now their children are in the Knox County 4-H program. So we're kind of proud of that.
And so through the empowerment of Extension work, they are developed into leaders that are going to help move the community further on into the future.
The Knox County Sheep Improvement Committee is made up of people who raise sheep in Knox County, farmers, producers who actually raise sheep. Knox County historically has had the largest number of sheep east of the Mississippi River of any county. So it's important here, and it's an active group that meets and does things to further the sheep industry.
When you go in a grocery store and you get your food, there is no food product that you take home that doesn't start with the soil.
The Soil Conservation, then called Soil Conservation Service, was promoting, and the various rooms like talking about crop rotation and improvement of the dairy cow genetics and things like that.
There's always new developments, whether it be in nutrient management, whether it be in new technology. Those are always things that are evolving, and so if you bury your head in the sand, you get left behind. And so you've got to continue to be receptive to education, and OSU Extension needs to keep abreast of what's going on so that they can keep the farmer in tune to what's going on.
Extension also helps to advise farmers when they have questions.
That's what county fairs were a lot, was where you kind of went to show off the quality of your produce, or what you did, your home canning or your home domestic arts, your sewing or whatever. And so there was a lot of observing what your neighbor's doing. If it worked for them, I guess that works. It's not somebody from Washington or Columbus telling us this is what we ought to do, but it was a neighbor saying, well, it worked for me, and I think you ought to try it. And that works much more effectively than somebody preaching a sermon at you.
Extension is our county's best kept secret. Not everyone knows that we exist and the programs that we offer and what you can utilize us for. And once you do, then you never go away.
Extension is many things to the community. It is education, opportunities. My earliest recollection goes back to 4-H. Then as a county commissioner, we utilized the extension services from time to time, actually operating county government sometimes. And of course, as an agricultural member of the agricultural community, I rely on the resources that OSU Extension provides from time to time.
And a lot of the people that were in 4-H back when I was, they're now have their grand and great-grandchildren in 4-H. And it's kind of a situation where you can really appreciate the people sticking with it, the families coming back.
And my dad was a great teacher. He prepared me for where I've come from and to where I'm at. And I'm trying to do the same thing for my son. And hopefully he'll be able to, and I see it each and every day. I see him talking with his son, who's now working with him. I don't know that my grandson will be a farmer, but he'll take away things he's learned this year and next year. He'll take with him wherever he goes. You can take the boy off the farm, but you can never take the farm out of the boy. And that's kind of what we want to, that's what I feel is most rewarding as far as being a farmer.
A couple of different points on that. Not only do we see children that have grown up in 4-H and have become junior leaders or junior fair board members and have responsibilities, but they enjoy those projects, those activities, and they want to see them continue. They understand the value. And so then when they graduate from high school or college or whatever, they come back into the community and they want to see those same programs prosper, and they invest back into the community by volunteering, whether it be in a 4-H advisor, serving on nonprofit boards.
You can see that people today, that if they've had that sort of background, they run meetings well and things work well and they support each other. A real community.
Oftentimes we're underutilized because we don't know what it is that your needs are, and if you don't communicate those to us, then we can't help educate you.